Hello, greetings to great engineers and our distinguished guests. Thank you for joining the event. My name is Olayinka Keru, aka Jack Lookman. I qualified as an engineer from Unilag and I've worked extensively as an administrator in voluntary and paid roles. I'm currently self employed as a digital entrepreneur. Welcome to day 2 of the Sharing and Caring Committee fundraising event. Today's topic is about empowerment and inspiration. The videos, about 4 of them, are available at jacksempowerment.com. Just do a search for Sharing and Caring Committee. The content could benefit young and older adults. It explores possibilities, opens your mindset, and could empower and inspire you to greater pursuits. The content shall also be available in text format. In this presentation, I shall implore several rhetorical questions. In so doing, I leave you to think about and answer probing questions and arrive at your conclusions. The presentation shall be in 2 parts of about 50 minutes each, but the full complement of videos shall be at jacksempowerment.com. Now, let's talk a bit about empowering thoughts for the younger adults. Do you pay attention to your choice of career? Do you pay attention to your career path? That's before, during, and after university. Do you have a well thought out plan? Do you research before embarking on this? Do you consult relevant others? Do you carry out due diligence? Do you pray about it? Do you consider consequences? Or do you go in blindly, hoping all things will be well? Now let's talk a bit about content creation. Content creation comes in different forms. It could be audio, video, animated, or text. It could also be in braille for our visually impaired. Some of the content may be comical, some others may be musical, some may yet be informative. Content could come in physicality and maybe in digitality. We could leverage the digital age to ensure impact is far and wide. There is also artificial intelligence. This could be a complement rather than a threat. I shall hopefully talk about this on day 4. Now let's talk about empowering thoughts for our younger ones. Some believe that education is acquired only in the classroom. They memorize, they cram, and do otherwise, just to attain good grades. After leaving university, they aim to stop learning, forgetting that education is a lifelong pursuit. You could educate yourself, formally or informally, and make positive impact on society. What is the benefit of that education if it benefits no one? Let's have a mindset that benefits us all. Could you effectively monetize your education, both your formal and informal education? Could you leverage the internet? to learn and to earn? Could you leverage transferable skills? Or are you very rigid? What is education? Is it of any importance? Is it only about passing exams? Or could it open your mind to greater possibilities? Please remember that achievers are similar to you. Some of the major differences, excuse me, some of the major differences are that they proactively learn, they find opportunities, and take relevant action. If they can do it, so can you. If you make the effort to carry your load, many shall come to your aid with trucks and buses. However, if you sit and complain, making excuses instead of taking action and passing the buck for others to do, you might end up where you are for a very long time. Now, let's talk about empowering and inspiring seasoned engineers. Nigerians are currently complaining of hardship and hunger. Could you go into agriculture, fish farming, food processing, etc.? Could you collaborate with necessary others and place yourself on the value chain? With your wealth of experience professionally, academically, spiritually, as well as business and life experience, could you curate relevant and beneficial content that not only makes you money but also makes impact? If you haven't enough resources, could you collaborate and profit share? As seasoned engineers with analytical and problem solving skills, could you research societal problems and provide solutions? As creative minds, could you dig out those beautiful ideas which are archived and gaining dust? Could you perfect them, collaborate, and monetize? It's my job to steer your thoughts and open your mind to possibilities. If you wish to have a chat, please book a chat with Jack Lookman at jacksempowerment.com. You could also research the internet for businesses that are thriving. You could, or should I say, business ideas that are thriving. You could choose the niche that resonates with you and then collaborate and monetize. Please remember that you don't need to be the expert, but you need to have an idea as well as to research the business or businesses. Now let's talk about empowering and inspiring lecturers. The other day, I watched a video on inventions and exploits of the Chinese. I also looked at other accomplishments from other countries. I then asked about Nigerian lecturers and intellectuals. I then realized that they were either striking or they have jackpot. In my opinion, they are supposed to be scarce and valuable resources. They need to be incentivized to get the best of them. Nigerians at home and abroad are very intelligent and hardworking. But when the weight of systems working against you, but when the weight of systems work against you, you either explore shortcuts or explore wrong cuts. We need to find solutions to such problems Otherwise, we'll keep cooking food for outsiders to eat. The thought also crossed my mind as to whether lecturers could reduce classroom time. They spend a lot of time in the classroom, presumably recycling content annually. Could this content be digital? Could this complement or replace classroom time? Could it improve performance? Could it be more effective? Could it create more time for lecturers to partake in more important activities? Activities like research, building societal systems and structures, etc. Could the created content be in text, audio, or video, or maybe all of the above? Now let's talk about empowering and inspiring Nigerian civil servants. We hear about the rot in the civil service. It's apparently rotting in corruption. We see uniformed officers abusing privilege. We see them at the airport and in everyday life. The easy thing is to blame them and to blame them wholly. But is there another way? Could we dig into the problems? Is the society fair? Could they live on their salaries? When they put in a good day's work, are they adequately compensated? When there is no repercussion for bad practices at the top, will you blame them for following wrong practices? Could we think out solutions for the short and long terms? Could we re-engineer society and attain desired results? Or are we only content with the Y and the X, leaving unscrupulous persons to continue ruining us? Do these give food for thought? Or it doesn't matter? Remember that as engineers or elites, we are probably in the top 5% of academic privilege. We could think out solutions to these endemic problems. Could we think out solutions to these endemic problems? Could it be complementary income streams for the officers? Could it be family empowerment? Could it be subsidized education for their children in governmental institutions? Could we leverage best practices? Could we empower their spouses? Could we bring out our thinking hats and find solutions that work best for all? Now let's talk about empowering and inspiring undergraduates. Could value be added to their training? Could more modern ways be explored? Could the journey be more effective? Could technology be effectively leveraged? Could there be enabling environments for them to thrive? Could the degrees be of competitive international value? Could round pegs be placed in round holes? Could access be given to digital devices? Could their strengths and passion be optimized? Could skill and passion audits be of any good? Could work be done on their self-belief? Could best practices be employed in optimizing their strengths and potential? Could systems and structures be in place to ensure their gainful occupation? Could opportunities on and off the internet be leveraged? Could transferable skills be explored and optimized? Could they be exposed to opportunities near and far? Could entrepreneurial training be an option? Could mentoring and coaching be made available to them at affordable costs? Could work be done on maintaining a positive mindset? Could intentional searches for their strengths be explored? Could they be involved in collaborative practices? Could voluntary work benefit them sooner or later? Could signposts or training on job hunting be beneficial? Let's give this some food for thought. Now let's talk about empowering and inspiring teenagers. Like they say, if the foundation is strong, then the building will stand. Could we work on positively impacting teenagers? Could we keep them gainfully occupied? Could we occupy their minds with positivity? Could we replicate best practices? Could we make their learning more enjoyable? Could they all have access to digital devices? Could the digital devices be screened or be screened of undesirable content? Could we teach them beneficial life skills, especially those they may not get in the classroom? Could we incentivize good behavior and sanction bad behavior? Could we assign them to positive role models? This could be done digitally. Could we encourage talent when we come across any of this? Could we give good reasons, encouraging them to build our country? Could we lead by good example in our words and in our deeds? Could we effectively leverage the internet to bring out the best in them? Could we build effective systems and structures to effect positive change? Could we intentionally invest in them, making them a priority? After all, they are tomorrow's leaders. Now, please visit lifelessonsforteenagers.com to see some of my efforts at adding value to teenagers. Collaborators and investors are much welcome. Please visit jacksempowerment.com and search for business collaboration with Jack Lookman. We look forward to having a chat. And this is the end of part 1. Thank you.